So the fact that we organize this kind of event like this event here today allowed a number of people who are here today to first of all listen to what's happening, and others who are actually doing things and who are presenting things here today to see what the others are doing, and eventually taking it to a level where the ideas become value for the future, even for what they are doing today. Innovation, you need to collaborate. So collaborating across the one field or across also different fields, this is where ideas become value. This is where ideas become solutions to problems that we all face. Well, the main goal, what we were hoping to have, is to talk about creating a hub of life science in Western Australia.
So can Western Australia play a significant role in the life science by 2030?
I would imagine so. We have the talent, we have fantastic facilities, and we have a culture of innovative research and collaboration in WA, so I would believe we could, yeah. I think it would be really important to retain our young researchers. Right now, a lot of young researchers do not see a future for themselves in Western Australia, and they're seeking opportunities elsewhere. We have a history of excellent research in Western Australia, but I think we certainly need more funding, and I think that the new networks that we're building and the new collaborations are going to be incredibly important in making that happen.
Can Western Australia play a significant role in the life science by 2030?
Absolutely. One of the best ways of doing it is going to be engaging at high school, get the kids interested in science right at the beginning, and then giving them research-infused teaching. Show them why they're learning a particular technique, why they have to learn something, and they can see how it's benefiting a patient. We're making things up as we go, so this is a very, very new area. The isolation, you have to become very self-reliant and innovative. Also, the time zone's a big plus. You're on the same time zone as China and Southeast Asia and Japan, so that's a huge plus when you want to sort of talk with people. We get the right group of people together and they can do anything.
What was your collaboration today?
So we're actually developing a whole network across the whole country. So it's called Accelerating Australia. The idea is to accelerate research out of universities and medical research institutes and get them to benefit patients. There's many initiatives that we can tie in here in Western Australia and really get people understanding what we can do over here. Often we're forgotten about, often people realise what's happening in Melbourne and Sydney, but they forget to look over here, and there's amazing research happening in Western Australia, and we can really help them across the country.
So what is the main one?
So we have fantastic examples of biotechnology companies that have spun out of universities and medical research institutes. Great case studies to be talked about. So Isutica is one that not many people know about. So this is a company that has 3 FDA-approved drugs now in the US. And you heard today about Sarepta. It's another amazing example for Duchenne muscular dystrophy. So we have great examples, and we need to be talking more about them. The important thing to get across is that the whole sector needs to work together. We're often talking in what we call silos. We're all familiar with the grain silos, and we often talk individually, but we need to come together and present a unified voice, letting everybody know exactly what needs to happen and actually helping deliver on what they want to do.
So what was the conclusion today?
I think one of the conclusions, and you can probably tell by how big the room is that there's a groundswell of support, and you know, we know that there's lots of issues in Western Australia with cultural change, tall poppy syndrome and all that sort of stuff. But you know, it takes a general momentum of groundswell of change, and that's already starting to happen here. That there's already more medical device startups than there was 12 months ago. There's already people starting to think and do about it. So the change is already happening, and that's kind of the fun thing, is you take smart people, you give them a purpose, and they do great things.
What do you think that needs to be done?
Yeah, so part of it is funding, but also connecting people and giving them a common purpose. When there's very little funding, people try to get a little bit competitive with each other. When there's little funding, you need to work together to share that funding to achieve a common purpose. So you have talents, you have people with ideas, you have people that are doing things, people that have done it, but none of them are actually connected. And that's part of our role, is to connect them. And we can all learn things. So we can learn things from the people who have new ideas, and we can learn things from the people above. One of the main messages is to surround yourself and work out what people's goals are. If they align with you, then even if they only slightly align with you, try and help them and facilitate them, because it'll come back and help you.
Maura Magalhães for Undercurrent.